Best mindset for success. After 50 years of walking this earth, I've learned that success is not about luck, talent, or the right opportunities alone. It's about the mindset you bring to the table every single day. Success isn't built in a day. It's a habit, a belief, and a way of life. Let me share the mindset that has shaped my journey and kept me moving forward, even when the road was rough. First, understand this. Success begins with belief. Not in some magical, wishful way, but in the unshakable conviction that you are capable of growing, learning, and improving. Every successful person I've met or read about shares this belief. They weren't born knowing all the answers. They believed they could find the answers, and they worked until they did. Lesson 1. Embrace the long game. In a world that loves shortcuts, be the one who values the long road. Success is rarely instant. It's built over months, years, and sometimes decades of consistent effort. Imagine planting a tree. You water it daily, but for the longest time, there's nothing to show for your work. Then one day, a sprout breaks through the soil. That's how success works. You must nurture it patiently, even when you can't see the results right away. Lesson 2. Fail, learn, repeat. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of it. Over 50 years, I've failed more times than I can count. I've made mistakes, lost money, and wasted time. But here's the thing. Every failure taught me something. The difference between people who succeed and those who don't is this. Successful people don't fear failure. They see it as a lesson, not an ending. If you failed recently, don't give up. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Adjust, try again, and keep moving. Lesson 3. Stay curious. Never stop learning. I don't care how old you are, what you've accomplished, or how smart you think you are. There's always more to know. Curiosity is the fuel for growth. It keeps your mind sharp and your ideas fresh. Read books, ask questions, take courses, and surround yourself with people who challenge your thinking. One of the greatest lessons I've learned is that the most successful people are not the ones who know it all, but the ones who are always eager to learn. Lesson 4. Build relationships. No one achieves success alone. The people you meet, work with, and care for will play a huge role in your journey. Be kind, generous, and trustworthy. Offer help without expecting anything in return. Build real, meaningful relationships, not for what you can get, but for the joy of connecting. And remember this. People won't always remember what you said or did, but they'll remember how you made them feel. Lesson 5. Keep going, even when it's hard. There will be days when you want to quit. Days when nothing seems to go right. In those moments, remember this. Every storm passes. Every challenge teaches. Keep showing up. Keep giving your best. Persistence is a bridge between dreams and reality. I've seen people give up right before their breakthrough. Don't let that be you. When you feel like stopping, take a deep breath and rest if you must, but don't quit. Lesson 6. Define your own success. Here's the biggest lesson of all. Success is personal. It's not about being richer, more famous, or more powerful than someone else. It's about living a life that feels meaningful to you. For me, success has meant being a good parent, building a career I'm proud of, and leaving the world a little better than I found it. For you, it might mean something entirely different, and that's okay. Define your success on your terms, not by society's standards. Final thoughts. As I write this, I'm reminded of something a wise friend once told me. Success is not a destination. It's a journey, one step at a time. Every day, you can take one step closer to your dreams. Some steps will be small, others will feel like leaps, but they all count. Stay focused, stay humble, and keep going. I'm not here to promise you that success will be easy. It won't be, but I can promise you this. If you cultivate the right mindset, stay patient, and keep working, it will be worth it. Wishing you strength, wisdom, and every success. 50 years of life have taught me something simple but profound. Success is not what you achieve. It's who you become along the way. It's not the trophy at the end, but the character you build as you chase your goals. You see, I wasn't always this wise. In my younger days, I thought success was about having more money, more recognition, more accomplishments. But life has a way of teaching you what really matters, often in ways you don't expect. I've been broke, stood on the edge of giving up, and faced moments where the future seemed impossibly dark. And yet, here I am. Let me share what I've learned. Not as someone who's done everything perfectly, but as someone who's lived, failed, and grown. Lesson 1. Dreams don't work unless you do. Picture this. A young man standing in his first apartment with nothing but a mattress on the floor and a dream too big to say out loud. That was me at 22. I wanted a better life, but all I had was determination and a job that barely paid the bills. Here's what I discovered. You can dream all you want, but if you don't take action, nothing changes. Success doesn't knock on your door. You have to build the door, knock on it yourself, and then walk through. Every great achievement starts with small steps. For me, it was waking up early to learn a new skill, staying late at work to prove myself, and saying yes to challenges even when I wasn't sure I was ready. What's your dream? Whatever it is, start now. Take the first step, no matter how small it seems. Success is built one brick at a time. Lesson 2. Learn to love the process. Everyone wants the reward, but few are willing to embrace the process. The truth is that success is less about the destination and more about the journey. Take the story of a friend of mine. He wanted to run a marathon, but had never run more than a mile in his life. The first day, he ran for 2 minutes and nearly collapsed. By the end of the week, he managed 5 minutes. It wasn't glamorous, but he kept going. A year later, he crossed the finish line of his first marathon. What made the difference? He learned to love the grind. He didn't just focus on the end goal. He found joy in the progress, in showing up every day, in becoming better than he was yesterday. Remember, the process is where growth happens. Embrace it. Celebrate it. Lesson 3. Control what you can, let go of the rest. There's a funny thing about success. It doesn't always come when or how you expect. Life throws curveballs, layoffs, setbacks, health scares. I've faced them all. But here's the secret. Focus on what you can control. Your attitude, your effort, your choices. Let go of what you can't. Other people's opinions, the timing of opportunities, the unexpected detours. I once lost a job I loved due to company downsizing. I was devastated, but instead of wallowing, I asked myself, what's next? That mindset led me to start my own business, which turned out to be one of the best decisions of my life. When life doesn't go as planned, don't waste energy on blame or regret. Look for the next step forward. Lesson 4. Gratitude is your superpower. Success without gratitude is hollow. No matter how much you achieve, if you don't appreciate what you have, it will never feel like enough. Every morning, I start my day by listing 3 things I'm grateful for. It could be as simple as the smell of coffee or as big as the love of my family. This habit has changed the way I see the world. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant. It keeps you grounded and reminds you of the blessings you already have. And when you're grateful, success feels richer, fuller, and more meaningful. Lesson 5. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. One of the biggest traps in life is comparison. You look at someone else's success and wonder why you're not there yet. But here's the thing. Everyone's journey is different. I once met a woman who started her career at 50 after raising her kids. By 60, she was running her own company. Her secret? She didn't let age or comparisons hold her back. She focused on her own path, one step at a time. Success isn't a race. It's a personal journey. Stay in your lane and don't let others' achievements dim your own. Lesson 6. Make your life about more than success. At the end of the day, success isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about who you are. Are you kind, honest, generous, Do you lift others up, or do you step on them to climb higher? Some of the happiest people I know aren't the richest or most famous. They're the ones who live with purpose. They give back. They love deeply, and they find joy in the little things. Remember, your legacy isn't just what you achieve. It's the impact you leave on the world. As I write this, I can't help but think of how far I've come. Life hasn't been easy, but it's been worth it. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this. The best mindset for success isn't about being perfect or having all the answers. It's about showing up, staying curious, and never giving up. So, dear reader, wherever you are in your journey, keep going. Believe in yourself. Embrace the process, and don't be afraid to fail. Success isn't a moment. It's a way of life. Let's talk about something we don't often discuss. The inner battles. The doubts, fears, and questions that come with chasing success. Over the years, I've learned that the road to success isn't just about what you do. It's about who you are inside. It's about facing those inner battles and coming out stronger. Lesson 7. Silence the inner critic. You know that voice. The one that whispers, "You're not good enough. You're going to fail." We all have it. Even the most successful people battle self-doubt. The difference? They don't let it win. A mentor once told me, talk to yourself like you would to a dear friend. Would you tell a friend they're a failure because they made a mistake? Of course not. So why do it to yourself? When the inner critic gets loud, counter it with the truth. Instead of, I can't do this, say, I haven't figured it out yet, but I will. Instead of, I'm not as talented as them, say, I'm on my own journey and I'm learning every day. Your mindset is shaped by your inner dialogue. Make it kind, encouraging, and resilient. Lesson 8. Adaptability is your secret weapon. If there's one thing life guarantees, it's change. The plans you made will shift. The path you're on will twist. Success isn't about avoiding change. It's about adapting to it. Let me tell you a story. Decades ago, I started a small business. I poured my heart into it and it grew. But then the market shifted and my business started to struggle. I had two choices: cling to the old way or pivot. I chose to pivot. It wasn't easy, but adapting saved my business and taught me a lesson I'll never forget. Be flexible. When change comes, and it will, see it as an opportunity to grow, not a threat. Those who adapt survive. Those who embrace change thrive. Lesson 9. Take care of your body and mind. Success demands energy, physical, mental, and emotional. You can't pour from an empty cup. Over the years, I've seen too many people burn out chasing their dreams because they neglected themselves. Don't let that be you. Move your body daily. It doesn't have to be a marathon. Even a walk can work wonders. Prioritize sleep. Your brain needs rest to perform at its best. Feed your mind with positivity. Read books. Listen to uplifting podcasts. And surround yourself with people who inspire you. Practice mindfulness. Whether it's meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, give your mind space to breathe. Remember, you are your greatest asset. Take care of yourself like you matter, because you do. Lesson 10. Keep your vision alive. Here's a truth I've come to cherish. A clear vision is like a lighthouse. It guides you through storms, keeps you focused, and reminds you why you started. But here's the catch. Life will test your vision. Distractions will tempt you. Challenges will shake you. And setbacks will make you question everything. In those moments, return to your why. Why did you start this journey? What's the dream that sets your soul on fire? Write it down. Keep it where you can see it. Let it remind you that every struggle is part of the story you're building. Lesson 11. Celebrate the small wins. Success isn't just about the big milestones. It's about the little victories along the way. Did you learn something new today? Did you take one step closer to your goal? Celebrate it. In my early days, I used to think, I'll be happy when I reach the top. But I've learned that happiness isn't a destination. It's a habit. Find joy in the journey. Smile at the progress you're making, no matter how small. Lesson 12, give back. One of the most fulfilling parts of success is the ability to lift others. Over the years, I've mentored young dreamers, donated to causes I believe in, and shared my knowledge freely. Each act of giving has reminded me of a simple truth. Success isn't just about what you get. It's about what you give. When you reach a hand back to help someone else, you strengthen your own foundation. Success shared is success multiplied. Lesson 13, legacy over labels. In the end, success isn't about titles, trophies, or bank balances. It's about the legacy you leave behind. How did you make people feel? What impact did you have on the world? One of the most humbling moments of my life came when a former colleague reached out to say, "You believed in me when no one else did, and it changed everything." That moment meant more than any award or paycheck I've ever received. Ask yourself, what do I want to be remembered for? Live in a way that answers that question with pride. As I write this, I'm reminded of a quote that's guided me for years. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that count. Wherever you are, whatever you're facing, know this. You have what it takes. You have the strength to rise, the wisdom to grow, and the courage to keep going. The best mindset for success is one of resilience, curiosity, and unwavering belief in yourself. Keep moving forward, dear reader. The world needs your light. Thanks for watching to the end, guys. This shows you are winning every day.